So I'm just sitting outside of my house right now, but we are going to spend Friday night together because I'm spending Friday night by myself, as I do often on Friday nights. So I was like, why not spend the night together, you know? So I actually have a nail appointment that I am about to head to because these are like long overdue. Oh my God. Look at how much I shake. I have a hereditary tremor. It's a problem, but we are long overdue to get these redone. So I'm going to go there. I don't know what I'm going to do to my nails yet. Usually I only just get a color, but I might actually get something. The neighbor is literally standing in his window staring at me. So I feel very uncomfortable right now. So let's just get going. I feel so uncomfortable. So now I'm pretending that I'm FaceTiming so then he will stop staring at me. Very uncomfortable. It's fine. Whatever. I care way too much about what other people think of me when they're looking at me. So let's just get going. So I'm done my nail appointment. I got here late because I went to, like, the directions sent me to the wrong place. It was just kind of chaotic. But I got them done and it was a lot of fun. And I think they look so cute. It's really hard to show you right now, but you can kind of see. Yeah. I think she did a really good job. They're so fun. Like, I haven't gotten a design ever, so that's a lot of fun. But yeah, I got them much shorter because I felt like they were way too long before, and now I feel like they're a good length. They're around the length of like my natural nail. But it is about dinner time, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. I'm not entirely sure. I might stop by, there's a grocery store right beside me that has like poke bowls, so I might do that because I'm kind of feeling lazy. So that seems easy. I've been talking for, I don't know, like 15 minutes and didn't realize it wasn't recording, but change of plans. I am on my way home now because I went to the grocery store to get the poke bowl that I was thinking about, but I decided not to get that because it's actually very expensive. So it ended up being cheaper for me to order in this like chicken rice dish that I really like from this Greek place. So I ended up doing that. I'm really self-conscious about the fact that I'm talking to myself in my car right now, but then I realized that's literally what happens whenever you like talk on the phone with anyone in the car, and I do that super often. This angle is iconic and incredible. Yeah, I am excited for my dinner. I think it's going to be very yummy, so the night is off to a good start. We've got the nails and everything. You can't see them at all there, but I really don't know what the plan is for tonight. I just know that because my boyfriend, usually he's working and that's why I spend so much time alone, but actually today he has the day off, but he's going to friends for dinner, so I still have the night to myself and I don't really know what I want to do, honestly, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do something fun, probably not that fun, but we're gonna vlog it anyway, so yay, happy Friday. We'll spend the night together. The boys are so excited that I'm home. Where's the other boy? Here he is. Say hello, friends. Ready? Hello, friends. Hello. Oh my gosh, chaos. Obviously I'm home, but yesterday, well, not yesterday, the past couple of days, it's been Prime Day, so like, we've got a lot of stuff that came in today, so I figured the first thing that I could do is show you what we got. I am not going to show you everything because some of this is my boyfriend's. I'm just not sure what is his and what's mine. I think most of it is mine though. Anyways, first thing is quite heavy, but I got myself a bike rack for my car because I've been biking a ton lately and I want to go and like expand my horizons for biking, and I wanted to be able to go and bike like actually in the city, but if I were to bike to the city, that's probably like a 4-hour bike ride, and then I wouldn't be able to actually bike in the city. So I got myself a bike rack so then I can kind of go to different places. Archer thinks we should open these next, so let's check and see if this is mine. I don't actually know if this is mine. Oh, this is mine. So we have some hair clips because I have been putting my hair in a clip literally all the time, so I have some of those here. Next we have, I got some watercolor brush pens. So I actually got some stuff to do like watercolors in general, but this first thing, they are brush pens because I thought that seemed like kind of an easy way to get into watercolor. I'm trying to like force myself to do things that I'm not necessarily good at, but I enjoyed. Like when I was a kid, I used to love like drawing and all these artistic things, but then I was like, I'm not very good at it. So, or not even like, I wasn't bad, but I was like, I'm not the best. So then I stopped doing it like right when I was leaving grade school. And I think that's kind of sad. So I want to try and challenge myself to just do things like because I like it. And this is definitely one of them. Now getting into the boxes, this is also mine. Okay, cool. I never changed the name of like who it's being delivered to. So that's why I don't know what's mine and what's not. So like I mentioned, watercolors, and I got a little pad for doing that, like all that drawing and everything. One of these must be his. I feel really bad if they're all mine. I think they might all be mine, to be honest. Yikes. This is a replacement phone tripod because the one that I had before broke. So I am starting to like do more TikToks and stuff, so I figured I should stock up on one while it's on sale. Then this last big box here, there must be some stuff for him in here. What do we even have? I have some microfiber hair towels that are like vacuum sealed in here, but I lost mine. I have no idea where it went, so got that. I also got this for my desk. It is just like a riser thing, so I thought that that might help me with like cleaning up my office, which is a future thing I plan on doing. And then I got actual like watercolor paints because I wasn't sure about the pens, and these were like a really good deal because you get paints and you get like brushes and sponges and all sorts of different things. So I felt like that was a good deal. And then finally, I got a bag for the back of my bike. So yeah, all this stuff was for me. Oopsies. That was my Amazon Prime Day haul. I feel like it's kind of unexciting. The thing that I'm the most excited about is like the coloring stuff. So I think that might be pretty fun. But most of it was honestly stuff that I was needing or like had been looking at for a while and just hadn't really pulled the plug on. But anyways, I don't know what to do tonight. Like, I honestly don't know. I know that there's a lot of things that I like should do, but I kind of want to have a fun night too. So that's why I'm not entirely sure. I do actually have a live show at 9 tonight. So it is going to be kind of a later night. I need to like occupy myself until then. But from 9 to 10, I have live reading sprints for Patreon. So that's going to be fun. I don't know if I want to dip into these tonight. Like that could actually be a fun activity, but I really don't know. I might sit outside because it's sunny out. Like I've gone for a bike ride pretty much every single day and it's been like an hour plus bike ride. Like my longest one this week was 30 kilometers and that was almost 2 hours. But I'm kind of feeling like maybe I want to take a break from a bike ride today. I don't know if I really want to go tonight. I don't know what I want to do. Like, I know that's so boring. I knew I wanted to film, but other than that, I have no idea. I'll show you my nails now though. Can you see them? Ooh, pretty. I like them a lot. I like how they turned out and they aren't too long. So that's really nice too. Anyways, I'm going to wait for my dinner, which I would assume is going to be here shortly. And other than that, I'm gonna kind of just clean up all this Amazon stuff that's everywhere. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. I was hoping maybe I could go swimming, but it's a little bit cold. Like it's not quite 80 and usually 80 is my limit. But we ended up getting a heater. So the heater is in the shed and it's going to be installed in like a week or so, which is super exciting. So I kind of just need to stomach it for the next little bit, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. Like really, I could clean all of this stuff up. It looks super bad, but most of it is laundry and then just kind of like some odds and ends that need to be put away and then all the Amazon stuff that I just put there. So I could tidy up. That would be like something that I can do for myself for tomorrow. Is that how I want to start my night? I don't know. I think maybe I'm going to start off by just sitting here while I wait for my dinner to show up. And then once I eat, then I will make a decision. located outside because it was bugging me how messy inside is, and like the solution would be spend some time cleaning it, but I just don't feel like it right now. I don't want to. But I finished my dinner. It was delicious. I don't know what it is about that bowl. I mean, I do know what it is. It's the sauces are so, there's like 2 sauces and they are just incredible. Anyways, I was hoping that would kind of give me the motivation to maybe do some stuff, but I'm just not feeling like it. So I did bring my book outside. I am still reading Wanderlust by L. Everhart, which I have so many videos filmed and don't know what order they are posting in, but I started reading this in my like what to read next video, where I was recovering from reading like some books that I really love, and I just haven't had a lot of time to read very much recently because we were away from home for a little bit. So I am hoping that I can find some time to read, and like I do have time now, but I don't really feel like it, to be honest. I did bring it outside to like hopefully motivate me, but I also brought my iPad because maybe I'll like, I don't know, start planning for the weekend and everything. I don't know what I want to do. This is such a boring night. I thought of something that I can do, which will at least occupy me for a little bit, but that is let you guys know about all the books that I read in May and June, because I never did a wrap up. Look at my office, don't look at it, it's so freaking bad, but I want to do this on a day when my boyfriend is here so he can watch the dogs, and that's just not the case right now. But anyways, we will get there very soon. That is a project for another day. I do need to gather and like find all the books that I have to talk about though, so please hold. The lighting's gonna be trash because the sun is going behind clouds, but I do have all of the books gathered here. I just wasn't able to find one, which is really impressive considering the state of my office right now, but only one was unlocatable. So I have my June reads here, and then I have my May reads here. So May was a little bit of a better month, but June still wasn't really like bad at all. I wouldn't consider, I mean, I've read almost 100 books this year, so I wouldn't consider any of this bad. So in June, I read The Jump by Brittany Morris. I have read 2 other books by this author now, and I did enjoy this one. It was really interesting. It's like a scavenger hunt around Seattle, and there's very high stakes, so it's much more intense than I was expecting, but it was a solid one. Then I read Charming as a Verb by Ben Felipe, I think. I forget how you're supposed to pronounce his name, but this will be the second book of this author's that I've read, and once again, like kind of a different sort of writing style and more intense contemporaries. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but that was kind of what happened with the first book that I read by this author, and I quite enjoyed that. Now, I also read When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill. This is like a very interesting, this was kind of a period of time where I was reading very different reads, but this was a like 1950s feminist fantasy where women were turning into dragons. It's super different, but really a fascinating sort of take on things. The Setup by Lizzie Dent, another like second book that I've read by this author. I read The Summer Job last year and really enjoyed it. This one I didn't like as much, but it was cute and fun. Not entirely memorable though. I also read Heart of the Sun Warrior, which is the sequel to Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan. I am not a huge sequel person. I'm not a huge series person. So while I did like this one, I liked the first book better. I also read The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest. I have read a bunch of contemporaries in the YA age range by this author, but this is her first foray into adult, and it was so good. I quite enjoyed this. Super, super cute romance about authors and, well, actually someone who's trying to get into publishing and then an author, but yeah, it's just really, really cute. Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I can't believe I didn't include this in any wrap-ups. This is definitely going to make it onto my favorites of the year list. I loved this. Like, part of it is told from the perspective of an octopus. It's fantastic. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Happy Place by Emily Henry. This is the latest by this author. You guys know by now. She is one of my favorites, and this one took a little bit to grow on me, but once it did, I ended up really loving this one. She just like does it every time. Out of the Easy by Ruta Sepetys was the only book, I think the only book by this author that I haven't read yet. It's one of her older historical fictions, and it's set in New Orleans, and I did like this one. It's not my favorite of hers though, but she is a fantastic writer. And then finally for May, Master of Iron by Trisha Levenseller. This is the final book in the Bladesmith duology. I loved Master of Iron and what was the first one called? Blade of Secrets, that's what it's called. I really loved Blade of Secrets. It's like a fantasy that features sisters and anxiety rep, and it was really well done, and I liked the second book as well. So those are my May reads. Now moving on to June. I'm going to start off with the one book that I couldn't find anywhere, but that is The Marrow Thieves by Cherie Dimaline. I've been wanting to read this book for a very, very long time, and I'm glad that I finally did because I did really enjoy it. Once again, a very unique read, definitely one that's kind of harder to read, like it will get you thinking, but it is a short book that packs a punch. Actually, that just made me realize where it is. It's in a pile on the floor because I filmed a TikTok about short books that pack a big emotional punch, and I included it in there. Wow. I just malfunctioned, but that's definitely where it is. Also in June, I read Wild Things by Laura Kay. This is super cute. It's about like this queer commune, essentially. It's set in the UK. A bunch of friends who are all queer, except for one of them actually. They get together and they buy this house together, and it's a really cute friends to lovers sort of romance. I also read You Know Me Well by Nina LaCour and David Leviathan. I have been wanting to read this book for a very long time as well, and I felt like Pride Month was the perfect time to do it. And I am really glad that I read it. It was super cute. Then I read Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I loved Every Summer After last year and was really looking forward to this one. And I did enjoy this one quite a bit. Not as much as Every Summer After, but it was still a really cute and fun summer read. I feel like summer reads are kind of going to be her thing for me. Then I also read Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. This was actually the Stuff and Nonsense Book Club Book of the Month, which is my book club on Patreon. Actually, that reminds me, Happy Place was the book of the month for the Queen of Hearts book club on Patreon. But we read this one in June and it was a really fun one. It's about mermaids and it's a very like different take on mermaids. The author is pulling from her father's Nigerian heritage, and that was a super cool element, and I did enjoy this one. I just found it to be kind of confusing at times. Then I read 7 Days in June by Tia Williams because of course I had to read this one in June, and this is definitely a romance that packs a punch. I don't think it's like, I think this one has been categorized as a romance, but I would say that it's much more than that. And like, that's not to talk down romances, but like is a read where you kind of need to be wary of various trigger warnings. So that's why I kind of feel like, while it has romantic elements to it, it definitely is like a darker read at times, but it is super good. It's about two characters who spent a week together when they were teenagers, like fell in love, and now they, years and years later, they are coming to like, they end up running into each other again, and obviously like after that week, you know, there's drama, but it's a really good read. I liked that one a lot. I also read The Sunbearer Trials by Aidan Thomas. This is, I think, their third book, but I really loved Cemetery Boys, and then I wasn't a huge fan of, I think Lost in the Neverwoods was the Peter Pan retelling, but this one was super cool. It's about like Sunbearer trials, obviously, which is like just these trials for gods. It has a lot to do with gods and Mexican mythology, and I thought that was really interesting. I also read Scatter of Light by Melinda Lowe. This is set in San Francisco in the Bay Area in the light of the Supreme Court decision to legalize gay marriage, and you're also seeing characters from Last Night at Telegraph Club, so that was a lot of fun, and I didn't enjoy it like quite as much as Last Night at Telegraph Club, by the way. And then finally, romantic comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld, sorry, wow, I can't even speak anymore. I had heard really good things about this book, and my expectations were kind of high, and it was cute, I liked it, but I don't think I like fell in love with it like I had heard a lot of people were falling in love with it. I did quite enjoy it, but just didn't completely fall in love. So those are all the books that I read in May and June. Now that you're caught up on that, probably by the time you see this video, it is going to be time for a July wrap up, but like hopefully not. I have so much editing to catch up on, so like maybe I should sit down and make a schedule for that. I don't know. I think tomorrow is going to be when I finally put all these books away though, because like look at it. It has gotten so bad and it's all over between the clothes and the books. Like I need to film book hauls, but I feel like I need to get the office clean so then I can film these book hauls. So we're gonna figure that out tomorrow. But I think what I'm going to do is sit down and like, I don't know, I guess I'm going to kind of like see if I can figure out a schedule. I'll put on something like fun to watch on TV and try and see if I can figure out my weekly planning rather than doing it on Sunday. I might just do it today because why not? I don't know. What a boring Friday night for you guys, but I'm glad you're spending it with me. I've just been going like up and downstairs and trying to find what I want to do, but I don't know. By the way, the laundry's on top of the crate because Archer was taking laundry from it. So in order to get him to not do that, rather than putting it away, I just put it on top of the crate. So I think that maybe the vibe is to tidy up down here. I don't know. Like, I sat down here and I was like, maybe I'll plan the rest of my week, blah, blah, blah. But then I was like, I don't really feel like it. And that's a task that I feel like I have to be in the mood for. Like, I like to kind of wait until I want to do it. So I think maybe I'm feeling a little bit like scatterbrained and stuff because my space has gotten to be a mess again, which is constant battle. So I think maybe taking the time to at least like tidy up this main area here is going to make me feel better. So I guess that's what we're going to spend our Friday night doing right now. But what are we gonna watch? I feel like we should watch something fun. I have been watching YouTube videos, but I've been doing that a lot lately, so I'm not exactly sure if that is what I want to do. I think maybe I want to watch a movie, but what kind of movie? I'm not a huge movie person, honestly. So I like, normally the movies that I'm watching are Disney, so maybe we will watch something on Disney. But what do I want to watch? Surprising to absolutely no one, I think I'm going to watch Alice in Wonderland. Apparently I started watching it at one point and I didn't finish it. I'm going to watch this because that feels like the vibe right now. The thumbnail for this video, didn't even finish filming it yet, but you know, I decided to do that. Now I'm just taking the dogs out before the live show, but it is so beautiful out tonight. Like, it's just the perfect temperature to just chill and relax. And I kind of want to like have a bath, do my skincare and everything, but because I have the live show, I'm going to wait until after. Since I do have like some makeup on, I figure might as well keep it on for the live show. But it kind of sucks that I'm doing it so late tonight because by the time that I'm done, I'm going to kind of like want to be heading to bed. So I don't know if I will end up getting to any of that tonight, but I might try and like just have a quick bath so then I can just feel a little bit more relaxed and chill. But it is so beautiful out. I'm loving it. The sprints are done. I had a lot of fun, and also they were really productive for me. Like, I started off on page 130 or something and I ended on page 202, so I did really well for like an hour of reading. I am really happy with that, and I am really liking this book. It is a lot of fun. I will say, like, there's obviously a travel element to it because it is this radio contest around the world where the main character, she ends up winning a trip and they have to like pick one of her contacts as the person that she is going to be going with. The contact is someone who she like had a night with like a year ago or whatever and never called back, and now they are on this trip. So like, obviously it is a romance, but there's like a lot of tension there and I am liking it a lot. It's super cute and the travel element is well done, but there are like, I understand why, but there are some places that are being glossed over, which I'm kind of like, oh, like I would have liked to see like what happened there and get more immersed there. But when it's around the world, like that's hard, right? Like there's so many places that they're going to be going, so I understand why they're not all focused on. But yeah, I do kind of wish that they were for a little bit more, but I am really liking this one nonetheless. So I am going to go and like do my nighttime routine. I'm definitely not going to have a bath tonight because I am too tired. So I'm just going to do like a really quick face wash and kind of put my hair in something that's a little bit more comfortable because this bun is hurting my head. And then I'm going to go to sleep and like start to wind down for bed. My skincare is like the absolute last thing that I want to do right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so tired. I was going to try and do something fun after this too, because I was like, this is such a boring vlog, but that's not gonna happen, folks. Minimum skincare is done, but I am going to do a little bit of hair care because I'm probably going to wash my hair tomorrow morning. So I'm going to put some oil in my hair. So I have some castor oil that I am going to just put in there and let it do its thing overnight. Oh my god, my hair is such a mess when I have it in like a top knot like that. Yikes. This is why I don't brush through my hair normally. It's so big. Oh my god. I don't know if it's just me though, but like my hair will get kind of sore when I have it up for too long. It happens when I have it straight too. I don't understand why, but that's why I was like, I need to brush through it, even though it's yikes. And I'm just sitting here playing with a ball in my hair. I like how I was like, oh, spend a Friday night alone with me, and it's 10:20 and I am completely exhausted. Like, I'm completely KO'd. So I thought of something that I could do, but I'm not going to do it because I am far too tired. But theoretically tonight it would have been a good idea for me to maybe brainstorm and like make a to-do list of things that I want to accomplish over the weekend, but apparently that just was not the vibe today. Today's vibe was just chilling. Oh my god, my nails like glow in the dark. Wild. But yeah, today's vibe was just like chilling and relaxing, and that was truly about it. So I am probably going to like throw on maybe one YouTube video, and that is probably going to be it. My galaxy light is on my face right now, but I'm honestly just so tired. Like, I am exhausted and I am ready for sleep, and I have not been sticking to the sleep schedule that I've been trying to do lately. So I want to like take advantage of the fact that I am feeling so sleepy. But now, of course, like once I'm in bed, I feel kind of more awake, but whatever, we are going to make the best of it. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it wasn't too boring for you guys, but like, honestly, even though I didn't do very much, I love watching those kinds of videos where people just like don't do much. So as much as I get like self-conscious about it, I'm also like, those are like my favorite videos to watch. So I mean, maybe it's just me, but whatever. But I hope that you guys did enjoy today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another new one very soon. Bye.